What are you putting your money on in the national championship game?
I'm just going to go with Indiana to cover the 8.5. And I'm going to go with I'll go with the over. I'll go with
All
the
right.
over 48.5.
I'm in lockstep with you on the over. I'm going to go 47.5 for our over on that as well. So that'll be a 2-unit play for us. I do think we're going to get some big plays in this game and just some weird bounces that are going to make this score a little more inflated than you might expect if this game was played in November or something like that. Miami's been very good to us, guys, throughout this playoff run. I've been on them to cover every single week so far. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to go Miami first half plus 5.5. I think the Canes hang around here, and this is a tie game or a field goal game at halftime. If you look at how Miami's played this season, only one time in 15 games have they trailed at halftime, and that was against Louisville. And that was a game that Carson Beck threw 2 interceptions in the second quarter alone to open that up for the Cardinals there. Miami, I think, is going to be the biggest physical challenge for Indiana this year, and I think that keeps them in this game well into the third quarter. So let's go Canes plus 5.5 in the first half. And then another one here, John, I'm curious your thoughts, but I like it. I've already placed a bet on it. Miami team total rushing. Miami's rushing total as a team over 104.5. This is a number that they have smashed through in the postseason so far. And you want to bring up that Indiana is a top 10 run defense on the other side. Well, Miami's played 3 top 11 run defenses so far this season. They have ran for at least 130 yards in all 3 of those games. That is against Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl. That is against Notre Dame way back in week 1. And then Pittsburgh, who finished with the number 11 run defense at the end of the season on the road. Miami's cleared 130 in all those games. I love the way Mark Fletcher's running the ball. I think they can get a push and get us to 105 yards as a team for running.
So I feel like coming into the playoff, like you wouldn't have necessarily felt like a team can like change its spots at this point, but not to say that Miami has been like abysmal running the ball this year. You know, we're bagging on Alabama and Ohio State to a lesser extent all year for their inability, but it never felt like running the ball was really like the jet engine fuel for this Miami offense. But you can't deny that it has been in the college football playoff. I think that Fletcher drive to kind of set them up against Texas A&M was majestic. And then, their ability to run the ball again against a really tough Ohio State team. Like they've been able to kind of find another gear with their rushing attack. And it's been such a carrying tool for them to make it to the national championship game that I see them going over that 100 yards. And if they don't, they're in deep trouble.